back to my channel. Today I'm going to be completing this very dewy, natural, no makeup look. This is something that's really awesome for every day. We did do a semi-bold brow, and this is something that I personally do every day, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys would like to maybe try this on days that you don't feel like doing much but don't want to look completely like dead. Like, just like if you don't want to feel like, you just want to have like a fresh, very luminous, healthy, radiant skin looking type day. Yeah. But I hope you guys like this, and if you want to see how I completed this look, then please keep on watching. Should I shut the window? I mean, I kind of like the birds chirping in the background. It's really, like, nice. But then you hear, like, the traffic right there, and it becomes unnice. You feel me? I love this new phone because I don't have to stress about time. I can film all the way through if I want to. It's awesome. So, we're gonna get started. First, I am going to just jump right in with freshly cleaned skin. I'm going to be using the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue in the shade Vanilla. I like this a lot because it does a lot more for my skin than your normal BB cream. It's like a moisturizer, a BB cream, CC cream, a foundation, and a primer. So it's really good for those of us who don't like a lot of coverage, or like today I'm doing a kind of no makeup look, so it's gonna just be really like natural, and I really like the foundation for that because it just perfects the skin. It just makes everything look really even, but still like not hiding all of your like imperfections, so that it looks really natural and just like your normal perfected skin. I'm filming on my new phone today. I did like a little test run of it too, and it looked awesome. I'm super pumped. I feel like it's not as like white. The lighting isn't as like white, you know? Is that like a good angle for you guys? I wonder. I feel like it is. The camera's down. I usually have it up, like flip the other side, but I don't really want to switch it around, and I just hope it doesn't really make a big difference. So you're just going to want to buff this into the skin until you notice that it's not like, because it kind of gets streaky because it's infused with mineral water. So you just want to make sure that it's not very like streaky and everything's just nice and absorbed. No, we're not doing it. We just played for so long. Infuriates my being. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and put a little chapstick on. This is the Luna Lady Soap Co. Lip Balm. Literally life. And then now we're going to go ahead and start to conceal. Get out! Get! So annoying. Like, it's like they know. Okay, so now we're going to be using the bareMinerals. I'm fed up. So now I'm going to be taking the bareMinerals. It's the Complete Coverage Serum Concealer in the shade Fair. And I'm just going to, I'm not gonna like hardcore conceal like what I normally do. I'm just going to kind of put it in my bags. A little bit on the eyelids. I'm sorry, I'm almost out of it. This is probably the last time I'm actually gonna get to use it. You wouldn't have to dip it in like at all if it were like a fresh one. Around the lips, like I normally do. Cause like I just love my lips to always look super big. I've been doing this lately too because I feel like this part out here never gets completely covered. And then now I'm just gonna spot conceal on like areas that I feel like I need just a little bit of a bump. And then I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay Optical blurring brush and just kind of stippling this in. Like, I'm pressing and I'm gliding it, so I'm not like just going in and blending it around. I'm pushing the product into my skin and then kind of blending it out. because I'm not wanting the product to move, but I'm wanting it to look really natural. So mainly I just want to taper it out really nicely. I'm gonna literally strangle Mavi by that collar. Like, when I hear that little chingle when I'm behind this camera, I want my whole life infuriates. I love this brush for concealer. I don't know if you can get it anymore. I got it a really long time ago. I probably actually need to get a new one, but not really because like I wash my brushes like once or twice a month. So like I feel like that's really helped. If you guys go through brushes a lot, I feel like that's you're either not getting, you know, because you can get affordable quality brushes too, but you're either just not getting the right ones or you're not taking care of them, which most people don't take care of them. But like I've had my set of brushes. I mean, I've added two within the past, you know, like within the past 2 years, but like I've had this brush for 2 years, and it's literally so awesome, and it's soft as ever. Like it literally glides everything on as long as I clean it. Like if I go a month without washing it, you can tell. So now I'm going to take a little bit of powder. I'm going to be using the Airspun translucent powder just because I'm not going to be using a lot of this at all. I'm basically just going to use it to lightly set my under eyes just because I want because like I struggle with creasing, so I don't want that to happen. But as far as like the rest of my face, I'm just gonna do my forehead and that's it. I'm wanting to look really fresh and really dewy, so I'm just gonna pick up a real little bit of this powder and just lightly dust it in my under eyes. Not baking or anything, because we're wanting to look really fresh and really natural. And this will just make everything last a lot longer under the eyes. Now you can set the rest of your face if you want to, but it's going to mattify you. So if you are wanting to look dewy and not make your highlighter do most of the work, then I would recommend just setting the areas like where you get the most movement. This is just where I get the most movement. So now that that is done, I am going to go ahead and put a little bit of bronzer on. I'm going to be using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and then my bareMinerals Seamless Shaping Brush. And I'm literally just going to go like one full sweep around there and just lightly. I'm not using this brush because my skin's wet. I'm gonna use this guy. I mean, if you're more tan, you can put on more. I mean, you can put on as much as you want, but if you're wanting to just look super natural, I wouldn't recommend more than like a little bit. I just want my skin to look really kissed. This step is optional, but I struggle with really red waterlines, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of, this is the Wet n Wild Kohl eyeliner, and it is in the shade Rose Natural. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. We are doing a little bit of a bolder brow just because I got a few requests for it. Now there are gonna be some new things coming very soon that has to do with brows and foundation and everything, so I'm not going to go super like in depth, but this could be just like a fast bold brow. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills DIPBROW Pomade in medium brown. I was watching a tutorial the other day, and did you guys know that if like with this and like my pot liner, if you store them upside down, it actually saves them the moisture. It keeps them hydrated a lot longer so it doesn't dry out as fast. I noticed that with my last pomade, I didn't like it because it dried out so quick and there's so much product, but I'm seeing how this round works. I mean, it had to have been there since I put my foundation on. And I'm really sad because I didn't want to wash this. BRB. Well, if I wasn't being bougie with my jacket slumped down, I don't even know why I'm wearing this nasty jacket. It's so nasty. I've had it for so long. I worked out this morning. Well, I went to the gym this morning, and I haven't worked out in like 6 days, and I literally thought I was gonna die. Like, I don't know what was going on, like what that feeling was, but like I do struggle with panic attacks from time to time, and it felt like I had just had a panic attack. Like, it had, like, literally, it straight felt like I had a panic attack. Not like after, like the aftermath of having a panic attack. I just said panic attack so many times. But that's what it seemed like. It was like I was super shaky, I was super weak, I had a lot of pressure in my head. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I think it's just because I'm dehydrated, for real. And I ate oatmeal before I went and worked out, but I just think it's where I'm dehydrated. I haven't been drinking a lot of water lately. But yeah, I was trippy, so I was only at the gym for a minute. Literally have not changed. Still in my workout pants. I walked in, washed my face, started filming. Because like I had this on for literally like 42 minutes. Like, whatever. Anyway, so back to my brows. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of product with my brow spoolie. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills 12 brush. Just spoolie them out and then start to fill it in from the top. And I'm basically going to frame out how I want my arch to lay. You can go above if you want. If you want your brow to appear like high, you can fill it high. I'm just gonna go with my natural brow because this is a no makeup look. Press it in here, and then as you flick it out, just flick it out. That's a big flick. Press and lift up on my brush so that I don't get any excess product down here at all. You don't want excess product down there. You want your brow, if you're lifting it, you want it to look lifted, so you don't want to bring anything below it, if that makes sense. And then just kind of start to feather. When I fill it in, I don't really touch the skin very much. I just kind of place it in through the hairs. I mean, I touch the skin, obviously you touch the skin, but I just kind of place it with the hairs. Now that that is like full, I'm going to just take what's left and literally levitate it over the hair just so the hair grabs product, but like it doesn't touch my skin, so that it looks like it feathers into a deep brow, you know? I've been doing that a lot lately and I really like the way that it looks. It just looks a lot more natural. You guys like it? That is like a bold brow for, you know, no makeup look. And then this is a really awesome look if you have like plans for after work or something and you don't want to do like this is it, guys. Apocalypse has happened. That goes off all the time. I always like say that that's what it is. I don't even know what that is really. So now I'm gonna just do my other brow. So this one's a little sparse, so I have to create. So I'm gonna start a little bit inward, a little bit more inward. Did I just use the word sparse? I never used the word sparse. Okay, and then we're just gonna start. I'm gonna actually turn it around like this. I don't know, I do that with this one sometimes. And feather the top in where I don't have hair. So I'm going to take a little bit of clear brow gel. This is the brow gel by Ulta. Did I tell you guys, did I finish saying what I was going to say? Oh no, the alarm went off. But like, you can basically, I do this a lot, like if I'm, for example, a few weeks ago, I went to a birthday party that was an hour and a half away, or like 2 hours away, and I had to work at 4, and dinner was at 7, so I had 1 hour basically to get ready after work, and that's including getting home from work. So basically what I did was do my face, like in my brows, and like this, and came home, put a little bit more coverage on, did my eyes, lips, and out the door. So this is something that you could do for that. You could utilize it that way as well. or it's a really good just day-to-day like look. So now what I'm gonna do is take a little highlighter, and I'm actually gonna do a fan brush, which I never do a fan brush. Just because I want it to look really natural, I'm gonna put it a lot, like it's gonna go in a lot of areas. So this is the Becca Moonstone highlight, and I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of this. And then what I'm gonna do is put it on kind of like a blush and just feather it into, so normally I would focus it up here, but where I just want my skin to look really glowy, I'm gonna focus it more so like on the apples there, and then working it back into the skin like that. See how that just gives like that subtle luminous glow? I'm gonna do the same over here. You like that face? I can find like my apple that a lot easier that way. So I'm gonna focus it under the brows and kind of onto the eyelid. I would like, when I do like that natural, I would like my eyes to look very wet, like my everything to look really dewy. You can put it kind of like on tops of the brows, and then I have like a dip. I have like, it's like pushed out, dip out. So I always put a little highlighter up on here, just because I don't know, I feel like a lot of people probably wouldn't want to accentuate that dip, but it's mine, so I'll do whatever I want with it. And then I'll take a little bit and work it down the bridge of my nose. Yeah, and then now what we're gonna do is just curl our lashes so that they're all just really nice and like individual and plumped up. You hear that? I can't get mad at her when she's working like that because it's so cute. Like, that's so cute. And then what I'm going to do, the foundation I use does have an SPF in it, so you don't necessarily need an SPF. I don't know what she's barking at. Do you hear that? Mila, just hang out. Just, Daddy's almost done. This is the fastest tutorial I've ever filmed in my life. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just take this. This is the Setting Mist with Rosemary by Supergoop. I haven't tried this. I mean, I've tried it within the past week, but like I've never heard of it before. But I went in looking for, I ran out of my Badescu, which I'm going to pick up with the next few days, but I didn't have time. Ulta is a lot further than Sephora, which was at my workplace, so which is a lot faster. And I was like, whatever, I'll try a new one. And this actually has an SPF of 50 in it, and it's a matte finish. And it's an oil control. So where we did all this luminosity and we have this very hydrating foundation on, this is mattifying, but it's not going to mattify. It's just going to control my oils. So that throughout my day, if you go to the gym and things, you're wanting to do things after you put this makeup on, this is going to work really well for you. And you can keep it with you. And I'm pretty sure they might have like a travel size too, so you can just like have that SPF. It's a 50 SPF, so like you can just like a few times throughout the day, every 2 hours when you're supposed to apply your SPF for like maximum protection. But yeah, so I just think it's weird. Like, I don't feel it setting my makeup. Like, my skin feels dry after doing that. Not dry, like it doesn't feel drier, but it's dry. Like, you know how like when I do it normally, it'll be like wet for a few minutes? Well, that doesn't make it wet, which is really weird. Like at first I was like, no, I don't like it. I almost took it back, but I was like, you know, SPF. Literally, that's literally what I thought. SPF, I'll keep it. Because it's the SPF. I just don't know what it's doing other than giving me SPF, you know? Yeah, so I hope you guys liked this tutorial. It's really quick. It's probably one of my shortest tutorials that I've filmed. It's really just luminous and dewy and let's get out the door. You could literally break this down into 3 steps. You could put on Complexion Rescue, brows, and a setting spray. And that would be, you know, a look, and you wouldn't look completely, you would just look really fresh. I did add like concealer and highlighter because those are things that I would actually do. Like this is actually what I wear very often throughout and like every day. Sometimes maybe I'll add some more coverage or I'll play around with it, but ultimately this is my everyday no makeup look. I've been really into like the nude lid and the dewy skin again lately, but I really hope you guys liked it. If you guys have any tips, tricks, or any other products that you want to switch out with this, let me know what works for you. I want to try some new things out myself. I'm running low on basically everything, so give me your opinions so that I can try those things out. I love you guys so much, and thank you again for checking out my channel, and have an awesome day. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Bye.
I was just showing, you know, playing around with new product. But, or like, you feel like I need to shut the window? Um, 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 so,